What will the league have in store for them when they get there?
Look, SVP, reality is coming.
Okay.
You know, there's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Of course.
And you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side, where, you know, you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time.
Do you remember when Diana Taurasi questioned whether Caitlin Clark would truly make an impact in the WNBA? Well, those comments didn't just age poorly, they completely collapsed. Reality checked in fast, and its name was Caitlin Clark. From the moment she stepped onto a WNBA court, Clark didn't just silence her doubters, she reinvented what a player could be. In her first season, she didn't stop at winning Rookie of the Year. She became the first rookie in league history to make the All-WNBA First Team and shattered an unbelievable 62 records along the way. And her second season was on track to be even more record-breaking if it wasn't derailed by injuries. Remember those 3 logo three-pointers in less than 30 seconds against the New York Liberty? Now, even former league MVPs can't ignore her dominance. In this video, we're breaking down how 10 past MVPs have stepped up to recognize her greatness and give her the respect she's earned. But here's the twist. There's an unexpected 11th and 12th name on that list. And trust me, you won't believe who they are or what they said.
You know, a lot of people say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor, my goodness.
Let's look at the numbers because they tell the story better than anything else. Caitlin Clark didn't just make history, she rewrote it. Most assists in a single season? Done. Most assists in a single game? Also hers. Three-point shooting records? Obliterated. The most all-star votes in league history? You already know it's her, and she's just getting started. Imagine a full season of a healthy Caitlin Clark.
She just absolutely did it all and became a magnet for attention and an icon for sports fans, certainly little girls, certainly mine as well, playing her basketball and watching her play.
So, what exactly made these MVPs start speaking out now? And in some cases, what made a few of them backpedal on their earlier opinions? Let's break it all down. First on the list, Breanna Stewart, 3-time WNBA champion, 2-time league MVP, and one of the most dominant forces in women's basketball. Stewart wasted no time giving Caitlin her flowers, recognizing her impact just a month into the season. Having been the face of the league herself, Stewart knows what it takes to separate yourself at the highest level. And she was among the first to admit Clark wasn't just living up to the hype, she was exceeding it.
Caitlin is a great player, and I think the way that she's kind of came into this league, she's continuing to hold her own and show everyone what she can do.
Stewart spoke candidly about how Clark's presence was transforming the game, not just for the Indiana Fever, but for the entire WNBA. Clark wasn't merely meeting expectations, she was rewriting them. Her record-breaking numbers, her connection with fans, and her ability to command the spotlight without ego all proved she belonged among the elite. For Stewart, this wasn't casual praise. It was a veteran acknowledging that something extraordinary was unfolding right in front of her.
Aside from the numbers, the viewership, the attendance, the way that she plays the game, you know, she's ultra competitive, her ability to really stretch the floor and find her teammates.
When someone like Breanna Stewart speaks, it carries weight. This wasn't a throwaway compliment. This was a multi-time champion recognizing that Clark's first 2 seasons had already changed the league's conversation. Caitlin didn't just arrive, she elevated everyone around her.
You know, she has these games where it's like you have to guard her wherever she is.
Next up, Candace Parker, 2-time WNBA MVP, multiple-time champion, and now a respected TNT analyst. Parker didn't hold back when it came to praising Caitlin Clark and the star power she's brought into the game.
And it takes time for people to want to be a part of it and to see it. I think it does take star power, and we're seeing how the value of that in the Caitlin Clarks. And
using her platform on national television, Parker broke down just how much Caitlin has shifted the energy around women's basketball and basketball as a whole.
I think that's what she's done for the game, you know, in general. I don't say women's basketball, I say the game of basketball, period. You want to see a show, and I think that that's the biggest thing. You always talk about Steph being a showman. I mean, this is a showman right here.
Yes.
You're able to have sellout crowds to come and see you play. You have student sections that hate you, that want you to lose. That's what sports is, and that's what competition is, and Caitlin's brought all of that and some.
She highlighted Clark's poise, vision, and lethal shooting, pointing out that defenders practically need to guard her the second she steps in the gym. Coming from a legend like Parker, that's not hyperbole. That's respect.
Listen, you talk about players that change the game when they're on the court, whether they're touching the ball or not, you have to guard her when she steps into the gym. And so I don't think we've seen anything like that in women's basketball. I've played against a number of great shooters.
Yes.
Somebody that when they walk in the gym, you have to guard them. And I think the way the game is played has allowed her to showcase that skill, to be able to take that shot. That shot's being a good shot. It speaks to where basketball is right now.
Then there's Tina Charles, the second all-time leading scorer in WNBA history, and the 2012 MVP. A seasoned veteran, multiple-time All-Star, and a member of the WNBA's top 25 anniversary team. Charles knows what greatness looks like.
Yeah, I mean, the energy that we're getting, the reception, the eyes that we're getting on us, it's amazing. And it's just because of that new generation that's coming in.
And when she talks about the Caitlin Clark effect, people listen. She's called it a privilege to witness and compete against a player like Clark, a generational talent who's redefining what's possible for female athletes. Coming from someone who's seen every phase of the league's evolution, that's powerful validation.
Obviously, we know who Caitlin Clark is and what she's been able, her impact in this league and especially this year. So however we can get it, I'll take it for me personally. So just thankful that I'm able to be a part of it and still be here to witness it. Yeah.
And now, here's where it gets emotional. Caitlin Clark's childhood idol was Maya Moore, the 2014 WNBA MVP and one of the greatest players the league has ever seen. When Clark was still just a kid dreaming about playing basketball, she looked up to Moore as her hero. And years later, that dream came full circle. The two actually met when Clark was younger, and their bond has carried through the years. Before Caitlin's final regular season game at Iowa, Moore surprised her in person, and the reaction on both their faces said everything: pure admiration, mutual respect. You could see how much that moment meant to Clark. For her, it wasn't just meeting her idol, it was being recognized by her.
I still feel like I was this tall and freaking out, and I ran across the court, gave you a hug. I know, now I'm like taller than you. Oh my God.
Moore's gesture said it all. She saw in Caitlin what fans and former players everywhere now see: a generational force who's changing the way people view women's basketball. And in a poetic twist, Caitlin has said that Moore's influence is exactly why she makes time for her fans, especially the young ones. It's about giving back, just like her hero did.
All I ever wanted to do was meet her. I didn't have a phone. My dad didn't have his phone, so I just ran over. It's like, can you sign my shirt? Signed my shirt, gave her a hug, ran away. It's like the most vivid memory I have of like women's basketball growing up. And like, honestly, like I still tell everybody that story because it meant so much to me. It's like so cool.
Next up, Nneka Ogwumike, the 2016 MVP and perennial All-Star, added her name to the growing list of players praising Clark. After the All-Star game, Nneka was caught on camera showing genuine admiration for Caitlin, saying flat out, "You can't deny her impact."
I mean, I thought that they were professional, like as anyone at this level would be. I'm always impressed by the two of them. I think it was also really fun to see them playing together tonight. They had some synergy and the maturity that they have going in, not even just being here at All-Star.
Coming from one of the league's most respected veterans and union leaders, that comment wasn't just a compliment. It was a statement.
What's up, BC? How are you? How you doing? Good to see you. You got the rest? Yeah.
Caitlin Clark isn't just a star. She's a movement. Remember Cheryl Swoops, Caitlin Clark's loudest critic? Well, her former teammate and the very first WNBA MVP, Cynthia Cooper, just silenced that negativity and gave Clark the respect she deserves.
I'm sitting there like, oh my God. But she's so crafty. This is what people don't know about Caitlin. She's not just a three-point shooter. She's a great passer, not a mediocre passer, not so-so. She is a great passer, but also she's crafty. I saw her get the ball, lay it up on the back door cut, like they waiting for her to pop out to the three-point line. Boom, she slips back door, gets that bucket. Like, she is crafty, and she's just a rookie. She's just a rookie. That level of greatness, that level of play on a consistent basis as a rookie puts you up in the upper echelon of any league, definitely the W.
Cooper didn't just show admiration. She went all in, saying that putting Caitlin Clark on Team USA would be great for America and great for basketball.
I would have put Caitlin Clark on Team USA, absolutely. Any USA basketball experience for someone as young as Caitlin Clark is going to benefit America for years and years and years and years. So yeah, I would put her absolutely on Team USA.
That's not just praise. That's a torch being passed from one pioneer to the next.
I wish, Caitlin Clark had that experience this year because she's our future.
Then came an even more powerful moment of recognition from another WNBA legend. Tamika Catchings, Indiana Fever icon, 2011 MVP, and one of the most beloved figures in franchise history, recently expressed her admiration for Clark's impact on the game. For someone who's witnessed every phase of the Fever's journey, hearing that kind of validation from Catchings hits differently. It's not just a compliment, it's a stamp of approval from the very heart of Indiana basketball.
I just want to ask, to start off, Caitlin Clark right now, Indiana Fever, what is she doing for the WNBA? How much do you love it?
Obviously, Caitlin Clark effect, being able to come in, but what I think is what she brings.
Yeah.
Coming from the college realm, there's a lot of great rookies that have come in. She's definitely spearheading it all.
Next up is Jonquel Jones, the 2021 League MVP and WNBA champion, who boldly stepped in to defend Caitlin Clark from her online critics.
You have to be careful when you say like the Fever fans, because I don't think it's the Fever fans. I think it's the people that wanted Caitlin Clark to be a certain type of way and they thought that she was. And so they became Caitlin Clark fans, assuming that. And then they realized like, oh no, she's actually not racist.
Jones's decision to speak up wasn't just surprising. It changed the tone of the entire conversation. Her words cut through the noise, reminding everyone that instead of tearing down a once-in-a-generation talent, the league should be celebrating her. Jones made it clear. Clark's rise doesn't threaten the WNBA. It strengthens it.
They wanted to latch on to Caitlin Clark and then use her as, this fuel to be able to be the way that they want it to be.
And speaking of MVP, let's talk about Lisa Leslie, a three-time MVP and one of the most influential figures in league history. You might remember when she once suggested Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese should share Rookie of the Year honors.
And she's actually said that they both deserve to win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, that didn't age too well. Fast forward to now, and Leslie has switched sides completely. She's Team Clark all the way, praising Caitlin after her record-breaking performances. Turns out Clark didn't need to adjust to the WNBA after all. The league had to adjust to her. At number 10, we've come full circle. Diana Taurasi, the 2009 MVP and the most prolific scorer in WNBA history, has officially changed her tune. As the season progressed, reality hit. After facing Clark multiple times, 4 losses, including the All-Star game, Taurasi's post-game demeanor said it all.
I mean, it's amazing. What Caitlin's been able to do in her short career so far has just been nothing short of remarkable. The one thing that I really love about her, she loves the game. You can tell she's put the work in. And even, throughout, her short WNBA career, it's been a lot of pressure, a lot of things thrown at her. And, she keeps showing up and keeps getting better every single game. So her future is super bright. And, being a veteran and being in this league for a long, long time, it's pretty cool to see that and, going into the future.
She hugged Clark after their final matchup, and in her press conference, she gave her nothing but respect. The same player who once doubted Clark's readiness now calls her the future of the game. But the surprises didn't stop there. Coming in at number 11 is Erica Wheeler, former All-Star Game Most Valuable Player and one of Clark's mentors. Known for her authenticity, Wheeler dismissed all those toxic locker room rumors. describing the Fever environment as supportive and unified. She even revealed how Caitlin's humor often lightened tense moments, helping teammates relax and build real chemistry.
All we do is have fun. With Caitlin Clark, who never takes anything serious, like I tell people all the time, she's really a kid at heart.
And finally, there's Asia Wilson, the reigning MVP, still resisting the inevitable. Even now, she continues to downplay Clark's accomplishments, refusing to acknowledge her dominance. It's a glaring contrast to every other MVP who's come forward to show respect.
Where would you rank her amongst all-time college players, in your opinion?
Ooh, that's tough because you got to win one. I feel like that college is one of those spaces where you got to win one for them to even have your name in the conversation. And it took me 3 years to win mine, so it's hard.
So there you have it. 11 former MVPs stepping up to recognize Caitlin Clark's greatness, and one current MVP still living in denial. What Clark has achieved in just her first year isn't merely impressive, it's unprecedented. But what's even more exciting, she's only getting started. Caitlin Clark isn't chasing clout, she's chasing championships. Every record she breaks, every milestone she reaches, is just a stepping stone toward her real goal, bringing a title back to Indiana. But beyond the trophies and accolades, her true impact reaches further. She's inspiring a generation, proving that what once seemed impossible is now unfolding right before our eyes. This isn't just another player, it's the start of a new era. Caitlin Clark isn't following the path of legends, she's carving out her own. The WNBA's future isn't waiting, it's already here, and its name is Caitlin Clark. Do you think Caitlin will become WNBA MVP next season? Let us know down in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next one.